Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, Bobbi Kristina Houston Brown was born on March 4th, 1993, in New Jersey. She was the only child of Bobbi Brown and Whitney Houston. Bobbi Kristina wanted to become a singer, an actress, and a dancer, just like her mom and dad. She performed with their mother at concerts a number of times, as well as a singing cover of her mother's song, I'm Your Baby Tonight. She appeared as herself on a number of television shows and specials, and even played a role in Tyler Perry's television series For Better or Worse in 2012. Her godmother, or grandmother, her godmother is Cece Winans, and her godfather is music executive Clive Davis. She had a far from perfect childhood. She was the witness of a tumultuous relationship between her mom and her dad, especially when they shot their show, being Bobbi Brown. They had the reality show, and, obviously Whitney and Bobbi's relationship was covered widely in the media, and Bobbi Kristina was there to see that. While Bobbi Kristina Brown was the only child for both Whitney and Bobbi, she did have 6 half-siblings through her father's side from his previous relationships. However, Whitney did take parenting very seriously. She said in a 1995 interview that being a mother, you kind of stop living for yourself and you start living for your children. Everything that I do, everything that I think, everything that I say, Bobbi Kristina is on my mind. She often shared advice with Bobbi Kristina, and above all, wanted to instill truth in her daughter. Be true to yourself, she said about the advice that she gave to Bobbi Kristina. You can fool people, you can fool anybody at any time of the day, but you cannot fool yourself. The two admired exact rib, "I love you, baby." But their relationship was not as happy as it seemed to the world. So, on one occasion, police were called at their home where a fight was reported, but by the time the police actually arrived on the scene, Bobbi Kristina and Nick had already left their home in the premises, so nothing really came of it. Nick claimed that Bobbi Kristina just broke down mentally soon after her mother's death, claiming that she had tried to unalive herself on 2 occasions before they both turned to drugs. Bobby Brown, her father, stated that he felt his relationship became more and more distant with his daughter after Whitney Houston's death, and felt that he was prevented from seeing his daughter. Bobby Brown said that he did not even see Bobbi Kristina at Whitney's funeral. He claimed that he was disrespected by the Houston family. He said that Whitney's funeral was so disappointing. One minute they told us to sit at a certain place. The next minute they told us that we could not be there. They said, "You and your entourage have to move." They called my kids entourage, and to me that was extremely disrespectful. He didn't get a chance to see his daughter or pay his respects to Whitney, or even to Whitney's brothers. So all he could do was kiss the casket and leave. Bobbi Kristina did not attend her father's wedding to his current wife, Alicia Etheridge, which that marriage took place in 2012. And Bobby said that he even struggled to get a hold of her to just check if she was doing okay. He hated seeing his daughter on reality television after Whitney's death. He said that she was still very much grieving, and he did not get a chance to spend any time with her before that show took place. He said that he hated being the Houstons, or whatever that show was called. He hated that show, and it tore him and his daughter even further apart. However, they did eventually get back together and get back in touch, and began to mend their relationship. Bobbi Kristina even planned to see her dad and her brother for the first time in a very long time. She got her ticket to fly to California to go out there to meet them. However, tragically, that trip never took place, because one day before she was scheduled to fly out to LA, she was found unresponsive in her bathtub in her home. In one heartbreaking final video message to her father, Bobbi Kristina was on video giggling, and she said, "I love you, Dad, so much. We're gonna send these together all the time. It's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see you, Dad. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I love you." On January 31st, 2015, at the age of 21, that's when she was found face down in her bathtub, and her body was discovered by Nick Gordon and a friend, and despite being revived by emergency crews, Bobbi Kristina lost this incident with Bobbi Kristina, Nick Gordon was found liable for her overdose, and he was ordered to pay $36 million to Bobbi Kristina Brown's estate. A multi-million-dollar lawsuit filed by the Brown estate also accused Nick of physically abusing Bobbi Kristina, including knocking out her teeth and dragging her up the stairs. It was also claimed that Nick had been controlling Bobbi Kristina, positioning himself in the boyfriend role before taking money that she had inherited without her permission. He was banned from attending Bobbi Kristina's funeral, memorial service, and burial. Bobbi Kristina's family accused him of giving her a toxic cocktail, but Nick always maintained his innocence and insisted that he had no regrets over the time that they had together, urging everyone to remember the beauty of both Whitney and Bobbi Kristina. He said, "I'm so happy that I got to live with them and give them the little bit of happiness I could towards the end of their journey down here. I would do it all over again, knowing the outcome." Nick Gordon was thought to have suffered a series of heart attacks after he was rushed into the hospital in Florida on New Year's Day 2020. He died of a suspected drug overdose, furthering the upset around the Brown family. The feelings of anger and resentment were not only directed towards Nick Gordon, but they became directed towards Pat Houston. And because Bobbi Brown's sister, whose name is Leola, made some pretty shocking allegations, saying that Pat indirectly played a hand in Bobbi Kristina's drowning. Leola went on to rant that Pat Houston was a manipulator and that she threw Bobbi Kristina onto this reality show right after her mother's death and never gave her a chance to heal. All because Pat was, quote-unquote, a money-hungry beast. She said, "Why didn't anybody step in and help Bobbi Kristina before her emotional issues and drug abuse went this far?" So that's it. I guess that's where it ends. Obviously this is very tragic that Bobbi Kristina's end was like this. I think that she was so incredibly close to her mother. I remember when this happened because Bobbi Kristina and myself are about a year apart, and knowing how close she is to her mother, I thought, how was she going to survive after this? How was she going to go on after this? Because she was with her mom all the time. They had such a bond. they came up together like they were literally brother and sister. So to say that it wasn't incestuous just based on the fact that Whitney did not formally adopt him is ridiculous to me. I think it doesn't matter. He lived in the same house, he grew up with her. Like, come on. He thought about Whitney Houston as his own mom. Like, this is just strange. And then, obviously, they waited and, well, not waited because they didn't expect her to die, but I think that after she died, it's right where they had a trauma bond. And I don't know where that switch flipped, that they looked at each other in a romantic way, because I think, you know how you kind of friends on people. I think that if I grew up in the same house, even from age 12 when she was 8, okay, she was literally a kid, like coming out of the baby stage, so she's known Nick pretty much the majority of her life. How do you take someone that you look at as your brother into romantic? And that's probably where the trauma and the grief come into play, or you're probably not thinking in the correct way that you normally would if her mom didn't pass away, because I don't know how she wouldn't look at somebody that, like her brother, and then look at them in a romantic light. So I think there was a lot of, obviously, trauma at play here, and yeah, they trauma bonded. I think Nick never really came across as the most honest, upright, good guy, and the family is justified in their feelings towards him for sure. It's very strange, and it's unfortunate that Bobby Brown didn't get that one last visit from his daughter, but there is a sense of peace in knowing that she did love him, and she was looking forward to spending time with him and fixing their relationship, and even though they didn't get a chance, there was some peace and love there in the end. And it gave me chills when he said that he had a dream, Bobby Brown had a dream that Whitney Houston told him in a dream to let her go. Because I remember when she passed away, I was like, I'm sure her mom is right there waiting for her. Anyhow, my camera is